Hi guys, it's me again, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Paula, and I do lots of different things on this channel, like unboxings, beauty try-ons, travel, mum stuff, all that kind of thing. Hope you're great, having a great weekend, and not long till Christmas now. One thing I was decided to put this video on was I wanted to have a bit of a chat about just my views on certain elements of YouTube. And one of the things that I notice a lot of people talk about different things on elements of YouTube. There's been people chatting about cancel culture and on tea channels and all this sort of stuff. Now, one thing I kind of was interested in, just from a sort of psychology point of view of the psychology of YouTube, was this idea of the thumbs down button. Now, I wanted to know what your views on it are. Now, my views on the thumbs down button is, well, I never use it. I've never ever thumbs down anyone. And I've watched a lot of videos and I've never thumbs down someone. And I always wonder what the purpose of thumbs down is. Is it to say that you don't like someone's video from the point of view that you don't like the content? Is it that you don't like the way it's been edited or the way the person's come across? Is it you don't like the product they're reviewing? So you're thumbs down the product rather than them. I be interested in finding out what it would be for you to thumbs down someone. Because I always find that, like, the only way I would thumbs down somebody, I reckon, would be if if they said something really, really offensive, like maybe something racist or homophobic or something like that, and I would thumbs them down. I just wouldn't watch them again. But in terms of somebody maybe just having like maybe a ropey video, like they maybe were maybe quite new at YouTube and they were just, I don't know, reviewing something and maybe their editing wasn't amazing. I would definitely not put thumbs down for that. One, my editing's bad anyway. I'm trying to improve that. But I suppose you've got to, the way I would look at it is you don't know what someone's financial situation is. Can they afford to buy lots of, editing equipment and, lighting rigs to make their videos amazing? Have they got time to sit down and learn how to edit at this particular moment? And I think it's great that people are just putting content out there and it's interesting, and there's so many people I watch that are smaller YouTubers and I just enjoy watching the content and seeing their opinions and their views on things. And I think that's definitely to be encouraged. And I just find it interesting, the whole concept of the thumbs down. And does it make a difference anyway? At the end of the day, if you're putting a thumbs down because you think the person could have edited the video better or they could have come across better in it, by just, like thumbing it down, what does it tell that person? It doesn't tell really that person. It just says that person didn't like your video. But why? Is it something, if you're thumbs down something, it should really be for a purpose. What if not, then it's pointless. Your thumbs down to sort of help somebody improve their channel, I take it, if that's why you're doing it. Or I suppose if you found them offensive, then you're thumbing them down because you don't like it. But in general, I would say if you're going to thumbs down, make a comment. Why do you think that person, why did you thumb down the video? Is it something you can give a recommendation on? How could they improve it? Could they add more description into the content? Could they have done a try on of the product? Could they have compared it with something else? Could have done a bit of a story time before. I think that's important, to give that advice. I think if you're just thumbing it down, it's like, well, how does that help somebody improve? It doesn't. Obviously, if you're going to put a comment that's just pure nasty, that I think that's different. I mean, I don't like people trolling people. I think that, like saying really horrible things about someone's whatever, and I think that's unnecessary. But if you're going to thumb down a content, by all means, but just give a bit of feedback. Why? What was it you don't like? And I just find that a very interesting part of YouTube culture, because I know, like I say, I know how I would feel when watching someone's video that I wasn't very, very keen on. But I've never thumbs down a video. So but I know what it would take for me to do that. I know why I thumbs up a video, and I tend to thumbs up mainly, I suppose, people that I subscribe to who are maybe smaller YouTubers, and maybe that's wrong as well, because maybe I watch people like Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star sometimes, and Should I maybe be giving them thumbs up? I don't know, because they put a lot of effort into their videos. I probably think, oh well, they're getting tons of thumbs up anyway. They're getting a lot of, positive feedback anyway. Do they really need more people giving the thumbs up? But then maybe they do. They want the feedback too. But I tend to thumbs up people I think that I follow, and I tend to follow a lot of smaller YouTubers, and there's a couple in particular I really, really like. I love Teresa is Dead. She's fantastic. She's a beauty YouTuber from New York, and she's so funny. And she makes really interesting content. She also has a bit of a story time before her stuff. I love Spooky Lips. She's great as well. Was it Spooky Lips and Fat Hips? I think that's the full title. She's a friend of Teresa's Dead, and she does amazing content. She's really good at social commentary as well. She's extremely intelligent. She's funny, and both of their eye looks are amazing. And I also as well, I've started to follow Emily Han, who's also another follower at one of their sort of group. And I think the thing I like about them is they're not the traditional sort of perfectly prim and beautiful kind of stunning, YouTubers, wearing, pink and, perfectly done hair and everything. They are very stunning, pretty girls. I think they're very pretty girls, and I think their makeup's stunning, but they're different. They're into more the kind of alternative look. And being a past rock chick myself, in my sort of 20s and teens, I really like that kind of look. I mean, I think maybe now I'm a bit too old to carry that off, but I totally appreciate that in someone else. And I love giving them a thumbs up because I think I love their content. I love the way they put it across, and I just think their makeup's beautiful, and they're very beautiful girls, but not in the sort of traditional kind of like, not kind of sort of, like the traditional. And they know what I mean by that because they comment on that themselves a lot, that how they haven't followed the traditional route of like a beauty YouTuber, and I think that's commendable because it appeals to people who are maybe like the beauty product reviews in a different way, and I really, really appreciate they've done that. And I also really like, sort of smaller YouTubers that I just personally follow who are maybe local Scottish YouTubers, that type of thing. But yeah, so I give them thumbs up quite a lot because I do appreciate what it takes to make content, especially where these people are not, promoting big products, they're not maybe getting paid or promotions or anything. They're just doing it, because they enjoy doing YouTube, and they like being creative. And I think that must be commended. And yeah, of course people are allowed to be critical on YouTube. Of course people are allowed to say, do you know what? I don't like that video. I don't like the way it was done. But what I think is, provide the feedback. If you're going to say don't like it, then say why don't I like it? Just say I don't like it because I don't like that type of content. I think that's boring, or I find that you could have done this a bit more, or your editing wasn't great. Here's a good editing package you could get hold of, that type of thing. This is easy to use. Because I think there's too many people that just glibly will thumbs down something, and not that I suppose most people, we're not going, oh my god, somebody's thumbs down my video, because obviously everyone's entitled to their own personal viewpoint. But sometimes it'd be good to get the feedback if that's what you think. Yeah, and it's interesting. I'm interested in the psychology side of it. I'm studying psychology as a part-time master's at the moment, and I'm quite interested in psychology of that side of YouTube. What makes somebody press that button? What is that, and how do they feel that the other person's going to feel at the end of it when they read that? And I mean, okay, fair enough, if you're like Jeffree Star or something, you get like thousands and thousands of views in every single post, you're just gonna be like, whatever. But for somebody who's maybe, new to YouTube, and you're putting your stuff out for the first time, and you may be getting like 5 thumbs down on a video, you do probably think, oh, you know what, why was that? Why did they feel like they disliked it so much to put a thumbs down? Why didn't just skip over it and go, okay, move on? So yeah, I'm quite interested in the psychology side of it. So, question for you guys: don't thumbs down the video. I'm just joking. No. What do you think? What is the reason, if you were to thumbs down a video, do you thumbs down people's videos? If so, I don't mind, be honest. If you thumbs down people's videos, what would make you thumbs down a video? Would it be content? Would it be delivery? Would it be a combination of those? Would it just be an opinion? Or would it be, would you even thumbs down, say they were reviewing a product, would you put a thumbs down because you didn't like the product rather than the review of it? Or, you know, or say you're like a big fan of like MAC makeup and someone gave it a bad review, would you thumbs it down because you are supportive of MAC makeup? Drop in a comment below. I'd be really interested to see your opinions on that, because it is something I thought, it's an interesting one. Anyway, thanks for watching and hearing my massive, massive discussion on it. Yeah, thumbs up this video if you like it, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye bye.